Hi, I'm Tim, and today we're going to look at a business litigation case. But first, let me explain what Argus is. Every case has two halves. You have the law, which companies like Harvey or LexisNexis excel in, and you have the facts, which is what Argus is specialized to do. Argus is how you know your case better than your opposing counsel does. Argus is a junior partner level collaborator that your competitors don't have. It creates a model of the whole case, and it flags what's missing, it flags contradictions, and it's designed to get you 80 to 90% of the way there. My junior lawyer takes 3 or 4 days, and it's not as good as what you got me in an hour. What you get with Argus that you don't already have today: 1, chronologies; 2, contradictions and gaps; 3, higher value work; 4, on more cases without adding headcount; and 5, it's not an IT project. Argus runs directly on your machine. So this is a mock case, and at the top left we have the files that are part of production, and at the top right we have the timeline. Right now it's at the year level. We can zoom in to see month or day. We can of course export here. Over here at the bottom left we have an overview of the case, which I'll explain in a moment for this particular mock case. You have citations here so that every sentence shows you exactly where in the context it was derived from. In the middle here you have the different objects, meaning the people, places, things, timestamps that were extracted from the text. You can see what's extracted by clicking on a document and then viewing the markup view. And you can see how AI went through with a highlighter and took an initial first pass at highlighting these values. Of course, you can edit these or delete them altogether. And then at the bottom right here, you have the Argus agent. So if we right click on one of these objects, you can ask about the entity, hit run, and Argus will explain how that entity is relevant in this case. Because Argus prepares that last mile, next I want to show you some of the reports that Argus generates. So right here is a drop down where you can add your own custom reports, or we have some baked in reports to export the whole case overview, export link analysis, for example. So let me show you those now. So this first one is the case brief, and it explains this mock case for us. It gives us a case snapshot of how many documents there are, the different parties involved. So Meridian is the plaintiff, Torrent is the defendant. Then you can see in August 2023, the operations function at Torrent ran a capacity study on the Line 4 press system. Torrent's own organizational chart for the year says that rate studies for the Line 4 program were owned by the operation function under Joe Pike. The study is referred to across production as August 2023 Line 4 capacity study. There was a design review that the study circulated materials and describes the study as the controlling analysis, and we should not release the rate sheet until this is closed. Then in 2024, 12 days before the supply agreement was executed, the question surfaced again in sales. Dale wrote, Gerald's group ran rates late August. I don't want to commit to a rate we can't hit. I have not seen the August capacity study. So Argus was able to find these key facts within thousands of documents and automatically generate this brief to help the lawyer quickly understand that Torrent knew that the spec was not going to match what the client needed well in advance of the contract being signed. Not only that, the defendant failed to hand over specific documents that they claimed to have. So key findings and contradictions. The August 2023 line 4 case capacity study is named 5 times, but it's not in the production. It's logged and withheld and sits inside a range certified as completely produced. Base number appear on no delivery medium inside a volume described as continuous. Gerald Pike, agreed custodian, produced nothing, and it's not explained. So these are some of the findings that came out of the, and then you have a master timeline. You have different issues. You have the who's who of the case. A footprint of the documents, and then open questions and what to do next. Move to compel. The next report I want to show you is this semantic knowledge graph. So this is similar information that Argus discovered, just represented in a different way. You have the different findings here. So you click isolate to view the finding. So August 2023 line 4 capacity study is named in 5 produced documents and sits on the attachment line, but it's not in the production. Second, Gerald Pike is Schedule A agreed custodian. His function owned line 4 capacity modeling. No documents were produced for him, and no written explanation was given. So you can see Gerald Pike here.